What's up, YouTube? It is February 10th, 2017, and I am app-driven guy, Brent Tiffany. This video is entitled How to Make the Most Money Doing Rideshare, and it's kind of a trick title because the way to make the most money doing rideshare, in my opinion, is to not just do rideshare, but to do a lot of different apps, to diversify. I know it's a common theme on this channel, but I will bang that drum forever because that is what I do. That is who I am in this game, is app-driven guy. I do a lot of different apps. I do Amazon, Postmates, Caviar, Wingz, Uber, and Lyft. Now, there's going to be times that are super good with Uber and Lyft. I mean, Uber and Lyft are like king when it's good. That's like, for instance, this winter, there was snow on the ground in Portland, Oregon. It was like amazing, $50 an hour most of the time I was doing it. Lyft was like boss. It was way better than doing Uber for sure. Now, there's going to be times, let's say during the summer, if you're in a city that has really good summer weather where people visit, you're going to do really good in the summertime. If you have a city that's really good in the winter, that has a lot of tourists in the winter, you'll do good then. You'll have rainy days, you'll have super hot days, you'll make money on those. But besides those variables, there's really kind of a structured thing with Uber and Lyft. Like, you're going to make money. You can do what I've suggested on other videos, which is work the early mornings and do airport rides, transfer over into doing the commuter rides, for your peak hours, in the early morning commute. But then it's dead throughout the day, after 9 o'clock in the morning till 3 or 4 in the afternoon when the commute starts again. It's pretty dead. Then you can do commuter stuff, work into the evening, then you have more dead patches, and then you can deal with drunk people, after midnight till 5 o'clock in the morning, whatever you want to work. But that's kind of it. I mean, you really only have those choices of times that you can work and make money. So if you don't want to work just those hours, which is kind of hard to do, to work all the best hours, you kind of got to pick and choose. But then you can fill it in with doing other apps. Amazon Flex is pretty much a perfect thing to do after Uber and Lyft die down at 9 o'clock in the morning. A lot of places have Amazon Flex routes that start up at 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock if you can get those blocks. And then if you can't get those, you can always transfer over into food delivery. That kind of picks up around 10:30, 11 o'clock in the morning, goes through the lunch hour. It can keep you busy all day, especially if you have a lot of different apps going. I mean, even during the most dead part of the day, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, if I'm not doing an Amazon Flex route, I can just turn on Uber, Lyft, Postmates. I can turn on, my Uber Eats. I can have that going at the same time. Caviar, Postmates, just turn them all on at the same time, and I'll never go more than 5, maybe 10 minutes sometimes without getting an order. And that's how you maximize your profit and minimize your dead miles. Because if you can keep busy with one platform or another consistently after you drop off an order and get another one right afterward, you can do that with the food apps. You can have a drop-off going with Postmates, and then you can accept a Caviar order picking up where you're about to drop off, or vice versa. Or once you get close to a drop-off area, you can turn Uber and Lyft on and see if something picks up from one of those. So you can pretty much, if you have enough apps going, you can just go from your next stop to your next stop pretty seamlessly. I mean, it takes a little bit of juggling around the apps, but if you just got to remember, as soon as you get an order, commit to that order, turn the other apps off, and then go take care of it. And that's pretty much all you got to do. And then you'll maximize your money. I mean, you won't have dead miles or dead time. Let's say you're doing Uber only. I mean, there's going to be times when Uber's dead. You're just going to be sitting there, and your choices are go home and wait for the next busy time, or just sit and watch a movie or whatever and just wait until your next order comes in. But if you have a lot of choices, then you're good to go. Yesterday I did Amazon during the day. I transferred over into Uber and Lyft. There's a basketball game at night, and I was able to just get right over to the basketball arena. I picked up a really good ride on Lyft, dropped them off, took a little break, took a little nap at the airport, got a ride after that going out of the airport, and then I just turned on Postmates. It was after midnight. Blitz pricing was on. I turn on Postmates, turn on Uber, Lyft, and just consistently, I could not go more than 3 minutes without getting a ping on one of them. And that's just how you do it. I feel that's the best way to make money doing this. My suggestion is get Postmates in your itinerary as soon as possible. Get, Caviar if you can. DoorDash is really popular in a lot of cities. Grubhub. You can do delivery dues, UberEats. It's pretty much endless depending on what market you're in. What do you have in your city? But that's my advice. That's how to make money in rideshare. I get tired personally of driving people around all day, every day. It gets really old. People ask you the same questions all day. You deal with a lot of drunk people because that's part of the game, is you're driving around people that don't want to drive because they're drunk half the time. And I know I sound a little biased towards, kind of anti-drunk people, but I am. I don't know. I don't drink, and it's really hard to be around drunk people all the time. I try to make the best of it, and I try to have fun with it, but I need a break. And that's what gives me my break, is being able to do food delivery and different things. So anyway, just a little thoughts and feelings on that. That's my experience. That's how I do it. I'm App Driven Guy. Have a good day.